Welcome in, everybody. I am Vic Vega, and this is the Ladder Madness pre-show. The show before we get to the main course, which is Ladder Madness later on in the evening. Anyhow, we have ourselves two monumental matchups, and in our main event, we have the long-awaited clash between Uvane and Karen Majors, as they are set to square it off before we get up out of here and on to Ladder Madness. But in regards to our opening bout, we find ourselves in a peculiar situation as we have a vacant title for the Rising Rookies Women's Championship. And as to not to spoil the surprise, here is a rundown of how we found ourselves in this peculiar position. So without further ado, take it away, Cletus. Alright, frequency fly guys and gals, we have ourselves a situation here. But before we get into all of that, shout out to our brand new signees, Raychel Samuels and Tala Sulu. And if you recall, Tala Sulu recently became our Rising Rookies Women's Champion, so you know what that means, don't you? Yes, we're gonna have ourselves a vacant title match to fill that empty slot. Once again, shout out to our new recruits that will be making their way to the roster sometime in the near future. And as far as that match goes, our vacant title match for our Rising Rookies Women's Championship begins right about now. Welcome in, everybody, to a vacant title match out of our Rising Rookies Farm Works program. And by the way, you can catch our rookies in action every time that a Slugfest Saturday is dropped here on the channel. And thank you for the views that you have given us on the latest one, which was episode 2. And as far as these competitors go, the lady that is wreaking havoc in the shiny shorts, well, who was wreaking havoc, that's Lily Fisher. And the lady in the pink shorts, that's Whitney Charleston. And the other lady with the pink boots on who just went over the top ropes is Tammy Dangerfield. And the woman that just put down Whitney Charleston is Vashawn Darnell. And if you are wondering as to why we do not have Devin Cannon in this matchup, well, she's suffering from a lower back injury from the last championship bout that we had and is on the shelf for a bit, as she is part of our future. You know how I do with my injuries. I baby them. I keep them out for the suggested time and a little bit longer to not add further injury or lengthen their injury. So we will be seeing Devin Cannon sometime here in the near future, as she is diagnosed with probably being out for about 2 weeks. Godspeed on your recovery, little one. And we wish you well on your return. Lily Fisher with the club to the back of the head of Vashawn Darnell, and now goes in on Whitney Charleston and gives her a taste of the steel steps, as Tammy Dangerfield getting herself a bit of a rest with all of the commotion that is going on the outside of the ring. Fatal 4-way action here in our Ladder Madness pre-show. Lily Fisher is looking to be the favorite so far. She is issuing out punishment every which way. Oh no, Dangerfield with the crossbody to the back of Lee Fisher. Those two definitely have a history in our brief showing of Slugfest Saturday. They have been in the last two matchups, and they seemingly cannot get along. Rashawn Darnell introduced to the steel steps as Fisher now has herself a kendo stick and is looking to give somebody a taste of it. And it's Whitney Charleston who is the candidate, followed up by Dangerfield, her nemesis. As Rashawn Darnell trying to take advantage of the distraction, just like Dangerfield does and has her adversary, number one rival. The compromising position, the action going so fast, and the ladies staying on each other, showing you that they are definitely hungry in trying to obtain that championship. Dangerfield underneath the apron, and now she has a kendo stick and is zeroing in on the back of Whitney Charleston. And now the back of Lee Fisher, and to the point where it breaks on the back of Fisher. Dangerfield with a flurry of offense in the last couple of seconds has leveled the playing field, and now she is just running about issuing out punishment to each of her competitors. Whitney Charleston flipped into the ring, and now Dangerfield with a little get back. Fisher with a little get back on Dangerfield. Whoa! So hard to keep the names straight of all of these competitors along with the main roster. So bear with me if I don't get it right sometimes, as the pinfall attempt broken up, and Dangerfield and Darnell squaring it off. Only for Darnell to hit her with an inverted cutter. And now Dangerfield amping up her frequency, and it's looking like she is about to do damage as she puts a halt to a potential whacking upside the head with that chair for Whitney Charleston. Now all four of the ladies into the ring, and Fisher with a fall-away slam on Darnell, but Whitney Charleston is there to break it up. And Charleston off of the middle rope and left herself open for a DDT from Darnell. Now Darnell has risen to issue out punishment to everybody in her wake. I'm telling you, these rookies definitely exciting and worth your money here on the Ladder Madness pre-show. And once again, if you get a gander of the timer in the lower right hand corner, that is exactly how many minutes that you have to wait until the launching of Ladder Madness. Lee Fisher hit by Dangerfield with a clothesline, and now Dangerfield's going for a pinfall attempt. Here it is. No, we still have a monumental bout going about. Frustration seeming to be setting in on Dangerfield. You could tell by those punches that she issued out to Lee Fisher. But Rashawn Darnell is hit, and then right on cue comes Whitney Charleston. And a pinfall attempt in effect. Is this it? Darnell kicks out. And we still have ourselves a championship matchup. I don't mind how long this one is going to go on with Whitney with another pinfall attempt. Dangerfield there to break it up. as Lily Fisher finally gets back into the ring and heads straight for Tammy Dangerfield. I'm telling you, these chicks will get one move off on one competitor and move to another one. Got Dangerfield, hold on a second. Her move countered by Lily Fisher in the form of a missile dropkick to the back. Now Dangerfield back to Whitney Charleston, but Whitney reverses the tide with a suplex-style takeover. Goes for a pinfall attempt. Still 8-2 count. Dominating Divas, duking it out here in this vacant title match. Hold on a second. Meet the feet to the head of LaShawn Darnell from Whitney Charleston. Is now, oh, hold on. A chair thrown from across the ring. Cole cocks Whitney Charleston, and she is still alive in this matchup. I'm telling you, this one should have been one where I just sat and read and react on it, because the action is going so swiftly that you can barely name a move before another one is issued out. Dangerfield in a vulnerable spot as Fisher knocks her out of the ring with a big boot, and Dangerfield appearing to be in pain as LaShawn Darnell with a pinfall attempt on Lily Fisher. And just like that, party people, we have ourselves a new champion.
Here is your winner and new Alliance Zone Women's Television Champion,
LaShawn Darnell, our brand new rising rookies women's champion. And she did it on the Ladder Madness pre-show. All right, party people. We getting ready and we getting set for our main event in preparation before the appetizer, which is Ladder Madness. Karen Majors and Uvane close another chapter in their long but heated rivalry next on the Ladder Madness pre-show.
This is a special edition of Grappling Gossip with your host Vic Vega.
Our timeline begins back at Fixation on February 28th, when Uvane was discovered backstage under mysterious circumstances. And for months, the question remains unanswered as the situation faded from public view. Then, on May 20th, Smokey G had an unprovoked attack perpetrated against her by the hands of Karen Majors, creating a new concern throughout Frequency Pro Wrestling. Shortly after that, the investigation took a turn at Fixious when Cletus discovered a cell phone believed to contain information connected to the ongoing situation. Then shortly after that, on June the 3rd, Karen Majors was officially called in for questioning regarding the investigation and was later identified as a person of interest. So now, after months of questioning, accusations, and uncertainty, Karen Majors and Uvane will finally meet one-on-one. Will this matchup bring us closure, or is there another layer of this rivalry that is yet to be discovered? Alright, party people, get ready and get set for our main event. Uvane taking on Karen Majors. The proverbial nail in the coffin in this one. And while you are at it, help us out by hitting the like, share, and sub button. After all, it costs you nothing. So let's get it. All right, party people, our main event here in the Ladder Madness pre-show before we get ready and get set for the main festivities later on in the evening.
And the participants, first from Tennessee,
Karen Majors, always finding herself in the midst of controversy ever since she came here on the brand. 1 win, 3 losses. And last week, she tallied one of those losses in a tag team bout against the Dissonant Dog Pound, the Fighting Furies. Trios champions, as her and her counterpart, Mayshawn Harris, were in battle with him. And as you saw in that graphic, they fell a tad bit short on their endeavors of that evening. And later on in that live stream, I issued out a punishment which will take effect immediately after the conclusion of this matchup. And if you're just tuning in right now, rewind it back a little bit so you can find out why Karen Majors finds herself in the hot seat with the good old GM. Yes, I issued out punishment because I beat him. We're gonna see how she performs when it's one-on-one competition. Nobody to help her out, nobody to back her up.
and representing the Infiltrators from Ozone Park, New York,
Uvane in the building. The crowd favorite all the way from New York City. The Wolf Spider in the building at 5 wins and 8 losses. And the very last time we saw this young lady go into battle was at the beginning of May in a #1 contenders bout for the Fighting Fury Trios Championship. A lot of things on the horizon for that division. Or should I say a lot of rewards on the horizon for all of the participants in that division. Stick around and pay attention to the channel so you can find out what's going down when it goes down. And speaking of going down, the bell tolls. Referee Kim Lassiter overseeing the festivities here at our main event as Karen Majors comes out on the attack first and goes for a pinfall attempt. No count at all. Not gonna put the likes of Uvane away in such a swift fashion. At least not here tonight. As Uvane clubbing herself and ear clapping her way up out of a bear hug. And a shoulder block followed up by a gigantic splash on Karen Majors. And the storyline between these two is Karen Majors has now been placed as a person of interest in an ongoing investigation by the Source Wall in regards to Uvane found discovered unconscious back in February at Fixation. I don't know exactly what the connection is and why they have their suspicions of Karen Majors, but I'm sure that they will bring that information to light sometime here in the near future. Now Karen back in the driver's seat in this one and showing you why she is a major authority on the roster. And as she drops Uvane to the canvas and goes for a pinfall attempt. Referee Kim Lassiter right there to make the call. But it was all for naught. But Karen continues to pour it on with a power slam on Uvane. And it's not looking so good for the Wolf Spider. Hold on a second. A counter out of a potential fall-away slam into a DDT. And Uvane is going for a pinfall attempt. Big boot from Uvane, but it is countered as Karen Majors going into major comeback mode. And a nice slam and going for a pinfall attempt on Uvane. 2 count. Still have a tad bit more to do on Uvane, who is a member of a trio that we call Iron Covenant. Uvane with a counter, halting Karen Majors. Attack, but Karen back on her again and gives her a dose of snake eyes in the far corner. Karen Majors trying to go out of, or go into her suspension with a win. And Uvane is hoping to end her efforts in that one, as she wraps her up and goes into the octopus stretch. And Karen with the leverage counters her way up out of it. A series of moves followed up by counters. An even matchup in this one, as Karen had some devious thought going to the top rope, but instead goes to get close and personal with Uvane one more time as she goes for a pinfall attempt. Will she do it this time? No! We still have ourselves a contest. And these two gorgeous divas are duking it out. Gut-wrench suplex. And now I sense that Karen Majors is about to put an end to this one and put a positive note on her record on her way to her suspension. And stick around for the main course later on. Hold on a second. Uvane with the tangled web on Karen Majors. Will Karen Majors tap out? No, Uvane releases the hold and is trying to get a gauge on what she is about to do next. Something diabolical indeed as she goes and grabs the Barbie. But in old frequency pro wrestling fashion, when you pull a weapon, you rarely get to use it. And it gets used on you, just like we just saw a couple of seconds ago as Karen Majors goes for a pinfall attempt. 2 count. And referee Kim Lassiter getting out of the way, because as of late, when she does not get a pinfall correctly, the wrestlers seem to turn on her and try to put hands on her. Got me thinking about putting her in the ring as an in-ring competitor, as another 2 count, and Karen's frustration is beginning to set in. Now she's in finish off Uvane mode, but Uvane with a chin check reverses the tide and wraps her up one more again in the octopus stretch. Will Karen Majors tap out and give Uvane the win here, or will Uvane have to put in more work to completely ice the efforts of Karen Majors? Uvane on the top rope, and what is she about to do? She comes down with a double axe handle right to the skull of Karen Majors and goes for a pinfall attempt. And just like that, party people, it is a wrap. Uvane closing the chapter on her rivalry be the end all chapter to this one, or do we have another layer that is yet to be discovered in this heated rivalry between Karen Majors and Uvane? Alright, party people, we getting ready to get up and out of here, and we will see you at the main course, which is Ladder Madness. All right, party people, thank you for tuning in to the Ladder Madness pre-show here on the Freak Pro Wrestling channel. And as always, we are the home where every view is viral, because we are not entitled to your viewership, but when you give it to us, we deeply appreciate it. And remember, every day above ground is a good day, because you are here on the planet able to fight through all of your adversities and create yourself a brand new reality in this messed up world that we living in. So until bell time, which is about 33 minutes away, we will see you until then. Peace.